Hello and welcome to this week's Sunday Catchup podcast. How are you? And how has your week been? Has it been a good one? I really hope it has. Happy New Year to you. Another year, 2026. Funny enough, I wrote a blog earlier for the Soul Coach newsletter, and I was just reflecting on the fact that it was 2026. And I remember as a child thinking about when I'm going to be 60 in 2027 and thinking how far away that seemed. And it just I just remember that feeling that it blew my mind that however old I was then, say I was 10 at the time, that in 50 years time would be 2027. And obviously that was back in 1977. But here we are. Oh my goodness me, where does that time go? It's so scary. And the other thing that I was writing about in for my newsletter was about that I'm now in my second Saturn return. And I remember my first Saturn return back when I was 28 and a half. So the planet Saturn comes around every 30 years. And so I was kind of reflecting on this and how I'm on my second one and the second Saturn return. And also, because I remember the first one so clearly, because that was my first kind of spiritual awakening, because I remember that so clearly, I cannot believe 30 years later. And my two daughters are now older than when I had that first Saturn return. It's very scary where time flies. So I'm on this second Saturn return, which is really interesting because whereas your first Saturn return that comes in for most people at 28 and a half and is kind of finished by 32, it's a big heavy planet. And generally things get really shaken up on these Saturn returns to help us for the next 30 years. And my spiritual awakening, and actually just talking about it, is domino effect. And it's just like the realization that was a very difficult time in my life and for those around me. But it was my spiritual awakening, and that has led me for 30 years. So it's really interesting. And I now 30 years later, and I can't even begin to believe that I'm actually saying it's 30 years because that seems such a long time. But having now lived those 30 years, near enough, I can see, wow, I'm so grateful and I'm so happy with the life that I Can and I have, and the people that we love around us and our friends and, Quest and all the people that the team and that the energy of Quest impact, and the soul coach work that I do, the app, all the free content and everything. It's blowing my mind right now. Wow, all from that spiritual awakening and that really dark night of the soul that I went through in my late 20s, early 20s. And now 30 years on, wow, I can see why that had to happen. And I can see the knock-on effect and the ripple effect. That's pretty awesome. And I've never, ever, I wrote about it this morning, but now talking about it, it's kind of like, oh. So while I'm talking to you, my brain's just gone, it's just gone a little bit crazy. It's like I've just eaten something that you shouldn't. Honestly. Amazing, incredible. And also the podcast, you listen to this because you enjoy listening to it, and it's all come from that first Saturn return. So that comes back to this one. What is that going to be like? And that sets us up for the next 30 years, God willing. So that's my newsletter that's coming out. And I just, I hadn't really planned that I was going to talk about that, but that is just mind blowing. So if you think back to when you were 28 and a half to age 32, what happened in your life? And how is that impacting you now? And what did you learn and how did you grow? It's really interesting. Very, very interesting. And maybe you're through the other side of the second Saturn return. And maybe you could even be in the third Saturn return. I don't know if I have any 90 plus listeners, but definitely I think most people that are listening to this will have definitely been through their first. So it might be that you changed your relationship, or you career change, or house move, or so something quite big will have happened at that age. Back to this week. I think, well, for me this week there has been a lot of reflection, because it's been like a cozy feeling for me this week. I've just felt like we've wanted to cozy up, and I'm sure most of you that are listening to this in the UK will agree. We've had snow, which has been magical, and it's lingered because it's been so cold. And it's been this kind of cozy up feeling, and how important it is to rest at this time of the year. And I know that I've been eating and craving foods that are not so healthy for me, and I've been doing my press ups, but I haven't really been doing anything else, and I've just not been feeling it. I've just wanted to stay in the warm and just cozy up. So that's what this week's been all about, is just cozying up, and just also the importance of keeping in my lane and keeping on my train and just going along happy, doing the things that make me happy, being grateful, surrounding ourselves with people that love us and we love them, and how important that is. So yeah, that's been the theme of the week. Got a couple of funny stories to tell you, which I will tell you in a bit. But I'm just going to run through my week because it is a Sunday catch-up podcast. So Monday I was working all day. All seems such a long time ago now, but yeah, working all day. I think I was shared with you on the podcast last week that I was working the Saturday, the Sunday straight after Christmas, and then Monday, and then had a couple of days off. So on the Tuesday, our dear friends from America were over, TJ and Annie. And funny enough, Ken and I do his TJ's quiz every day. He puts it up on his Instagram, TJ Ramini, and we do this quiz, and it's really fun. Anyway, they were over, his wonderful wife and him were over, and we met up and we went up to London. We went to South Kensington. We got the train up, and we got off at Earlsfield, and then we walked to South Kensington, about 10-15 minute walk. We loved it. It was all really quiet. And the architecture, London architecture is wonderful. And I'll tell you what as well, you cannot beat London at Christmas time. It's so beautiful. We had such a nice time. It was in a pub in South Kensington, and a lot of his friends were there and family, and it was just really nice. And we didn't leave till like 8:30, and we got there in the afternoon, and it was just really nice to catch up with his friends, because we went, if you were a regular listener to this, you know we went over to LA in last May, and we met some of his friends there, and then we spent some time with them on Tuesday, the day before New Year's Eve. So yeah, it was really nice, really lovely. Will and I really enjoyed it. And it's really, I would just love going up to London. It's so nice. Wrapping up warm though, because it's so cold. Like, I think it's going to be -5 tonight. And where we've all been working in the Ashley Centre in Epsom, they're not putting the heating on. So they've got these like new heaters to keep like door heater curtains, but they're refusing to put them on because they say they cost too much money. Yet they don't pay the bills we do. Honestly, don't get me started. I'm not going to talk about it, but it was -3 today, I think, and they still didn't. I wore my hat at work today because it was so cold. And the middle of the Ashley Centre is fine. It's just near our end, but we've got our heaters on and everything, but that's another story, and I'm not going to bore you now, but if you could write to the Ashley Centre management, I would really appreciate it. That would be amazing, just to say how cold it is in the Ashley Centre. But we were busy today. I was back at work today, and we were busy. Back at work yesterday, it was really busy, so that's good. Even though customers were saying it's really cold in here, and I'm going, yep, email this person and tell them, and then maybe they'll consider putting the heating on. I really hope they will do. So what else? So New Year's Eve, Will cooked. He made what did he do? He made a beef Wellington, and it was delicious. It was the nicest beef Wellington I've ever had. It was so good. And we went to bed early. And we had a lovely time. It was really nice. And New Year's Day, we had a PJ day. So we didn't go out. I think we went for a little walk, but we didn't go for much of a walk. We were going to go out for a walk, but we didn't. But we had just had a really good rest day, really good chill. I think I was chilling and doing a bit of work, but I still class that as rest because I love what I do. And I do what I love. And that's what we did that day. It was just really lovely day. It was very nice. The girls were busy. They were happy. And so, yeah, we just enjoyed the PJ day. And of course, Traitors started. Are you watching Traitors? Oh, so good. We love it. We really do. And the other thing as well that I just want to mention here is that we are cozy. So last year when we were here, it was quite drafty and it was really cold, and we kind of really struggled with the coldness when we stayed here. But now Will has over the summer managed to got it toasty warm. So staying here in this weather makes such a difference. And we're able to have the fire on, and we're able to keep nice and warm. And also, for the first time in our lives, we have an electric blanket that we put on before we go to bed. And I like getting into a cold bed, but I much prefer getting into a warm bed. Didn't know that till we got this electric blanket, and it makes such a difference. Oh, there's nothing like it. It's just so nice, so cozy, as I said. And can you, if you're here in the UK with it being so cold at the minute, can you imagine what it's going to be like in the summer when we're going to be too hot? We were laughing today because it's like we had the back doors open, we were like hot, blah 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 blah. Oh, I can't imagine what that will be like with this weather. But I actually quite enjoy winter because we have a winter and that's it. But what I enjoy is those blue skies and the beautiful sunshine. You can't beat it really, winter, I don't think, when you've got the beautiful sky and the blue sky and the sunshine. It makes such a difference. So that gloom that we get, that grey, I don't like that. Anyway, there we go. So, yeah, and Will I Can's worked really, really hard on keeping our electric spending down when we're here. And we've got this magic loft hatch. Yeah, we do. And that kind of helps as well, keep the warmth down and keep the cold up there. So anyway, that's enough about that on the heat side of things. What else did we do? PJ days. Oh, so Traitors, and then we like Stranger Things, and so we've caught up on the recap, and we're now watching Stranger Things, which is brilliant. We were on the edge of the settee last night, and incredible. It's such good filming and acting. I just love it. So yeah, we're watching that, and then as I say, working. And as I shared with you last week, my word for the year is wu-wei, and I have been really conscious of practicing like surrendering, going with the flow, and really just being where I need to be and doing the best that I can with where I need to be, rather than keep thinking, oh, I should be doing this or I should be doing this should be doing this. So I've got myself really organized, really clear on what I'm doing and where I'm going, and I'm really kind of clear, but then I'm letting go of each day, and what shows up I'm dealing with, and I know what I need to get done, and I like to be super organized, but I'm giving myself room for spontaneity and for new things to come in that where I can go with the flow. And I'm trying not to get too ahead. So it's working for me so much better. And I feel like I've had a really good, productive week. But I've also been practicing my Wu Wei as well. And I'm practicing being more kind too. And I am kind, but I just feel like I could be kinder. So I'm working on that as well. But I have got a couple of funny stories to tell you, because I've been working in the shop a lot, and we've been working a lot on the shop's energy, and we've been working on display and everything else, and that's been absolutely fantastic. And the shop is looking amazing, and we've got a sale, and we've just been really working hard, and I've loved every single second of it. And also chatting to customers about Christmas and New Year, and it just feels really good and wonderful. But yet some customers that are coming in are really stressy. This is why I think it's really important for us to stay in our lanes and to stop allowing other people to pull us off our lane, and how important it is to keep on our trains. And so this has been part of what's been happening this week. And I just think it's just, the world just seems to have sped up. There is so much fear consciousness going on at the minute. People are high on anxiety. Everything's just like fast. We keep, like, everyone keeps comparing themselves to like all this perfection on Instagram, and there is just so much that's vying for our attention. It's blowing my mind, and I'm like, okay, I'm keeping calm, and I'm all the rest of it, and doing the work on myself and everything else. And I'm really noticing it with some customers that come in the shop are very, very stressy. I got verbally attacked last week. Just like, honestly, how this man can live with himself, of how he talked to me and talked to one of my assistants. It was shocking. And he's banned now from the shop. And then today, two customers, the first two customers were really funny, and we got on really well, and it was fine. It wasn't a problem. But I've got this guy in the back of my mind, like, how could I have dealt with that differently? And what could I do differently? So I'm trying to apply this principle. But there was another man that just was like not talking to me nicely, and I really like, just go away and leave me alone. And it just doesn't, no excuse for it. I don't know. I think I've noticed it more in the last couple of weeks than I've ever noticed it before in the whole of the 18 and a half years that we've had this shop. So the answer to this is for us to keep raising our consciousness, keep raising the vibration, keep doing what we're doing. And when that happens, is just to keep centered, and just to ho'oponopono it. To be honest, the guy last week and this week, I didn't ho'oponopono, but I definitely kept centered. I will bring ho'oponopono into it next time, and try and just, maybe I'll just try staring and not talking, and see what sort of reaction I get from that. We'll see. Anyway, I think everybody at the minute, my personal opinion is everybody just needs to take a chill pill and just maybe do some meditation, just work through their stuff, take responsibility, just stop living out what is going on, and have some awareness and some reflection time. It's almost like people, the whole of like humanity just at the minute just needs to go and sit on a naughty step for 5 minutes, and just take a breath and just like just breathe it out and just know we'll be okay. We've survived worse. We've survived 2020. We've survived and we've got through it, and just be kind, just be nice. Anyway, whoever's listening to this doesn't really need to hear this because we're all great. But I think if we do even more of that, it's going to help, isn't it? Oh, goodness me. I created this 21 day to help align with over the next year. And people have been enjoying that, which is great. My app is looking even better. More meditations have gone on, and that's starting to look really good. And we're investing some money, time, and energy into that. The Soul Space app. So that I've really been enjoying the affirmations. And someone said to me the other day how useful the affirmations are to her, and that she actually had a chill out day as well. And she said she knows that I talk about that, but she could never really hear it. But she heard it and she did a chill day. And she said it was so good. She said she just did nothing and she just filled her own cup up. And I love that. And that's what we need to be doing more of, is filling our own cups up and just being kind to ourselves and just loving ourselves. Because I think if we work on ourselves, then that's going to be enough. And we're going to be able to just try and get through this difficult time at the minute. And you know what? It's not going to get any easier, because obviously we've had the year of the snake, which has been all about transformation and just shedding your skin and clearing everything away and letting go of what's not working and surrendering. And the horse is fully charging ahead. Like, it's going to be fast. It's going to be like this fire energy. So the more we can work on ourselves, the more we can hang in on there, the more we can just take 5, the more we're going to benefit from horse energy, and then we're just going to be absolutely flying. So hold on to the saddle, because those that are aligned, those that are in the flow, are going to have an amazing time. We're going to have a ball. So that's what's coming up. I've got this like visualization of being on a horse on the beach, riding with no saddle, barebacked, hair like cantering, galloping down, hair blowing in the thing, feeling free, adventurous, hands in the air. Woo! Let's do it. Let's go for it. That's this year. Free, adventurous, wild. Come on, everyone. Let's just go for what we want to go for. Let's just do it. Be clear, be kind, be bold, be adventurous. Oh, I've got that so clear in my head. Oh, how good does that feel? I can feel the salt in my mouth. Taste it. It feels so alive. Beautiful. That's what's coming, everyone. So, whatever you're doing, have a beautiful one. Happy New Year to you. Stay in your lane. Ride your horse bareback. Bareback? Yeah, bareback. What do you want this year? What do you want to feel? What do you want for your year? I want to continue laughing. I want to feel free, adventurous. We've got some great stuff coming up. Yeah, I'm feeling so much better. I had to go to the doctors last week because I was just feeling so rubbish, my poor throat, and I had a throat infection, so I had to have antibiotics. And now I'm like feeling so much better. I realised how poorly I was feeling over the last 3 weeks. But I'm back. I'm back on that horse. Yay, I'm back on the horse. So there we go. Thanks for listening. I really appreciate you. I think you're amazing. Sending you so much love. You've got this. You really have got this. And enjoy. Have a great week, whatever you're up to. We're going away. Yay! We're going away for 8 nights and so looking forward to it. It's going to be a ball. So I'm going to be bringing this to you next week from the Cotswolds. Yay! And we're being joined by our beautiful family. So we're being joined by Amelia and Freddie and Arlo and Harriet and hopefully Matt too. But we'll see. He's a busy boy. But it will be, it'll be great. Can't wait. And be such nice family time. And got great plans. Tomorrow I'm filming for some stuff that I want to talk about in January. And I think we're going to go and see baby Arlo because I haven't been able to cuddle him for nearly 3 weeks now. So I can't wait for a cuddle. So that'll be good. Right, let's just pause for a minute. Let's just sit out on that naughty step. Not really, not a naughty step. Let's just sit out for a minute. Oh, just take that breath in. Oh, just see yourself on that horse. Oh, it's just such a good visualization. So nice. Oh, that beautiful blue sky and the sun shining. That's you, that is. 2026. That energy is available to us. Just breathe that all in. You've got this. Be bold, be courageous, and live your life how you want to live it. Free. So stand how you want to stand this year. Feel how you want to feel. All is happening for you, and you've totally got this. Feeling your feet flat on the floor, feeling fully grounded. We must feel grounded in our body. Feeling how your body feels. Breathing in, breathing out. You've totally got this. Have a beautiful week. Thanks for listening. Bye. That's my week wrapped up. What stood out, what shifted, and what I'm taking forward. Now it's over to you. What moments shaped your week? What inspired you? Let's keep the conversation going. Come and connect with me on @thesoulcoach or YouTube and let me know your thoughts. If this episode spoke to you, feel free to share it, tag me, or send it to someone who might enjoy it too. See you next week for another reflection. But until then, take care, stay present, and keep journeying within.